everyone, we are going to take some notes on page 4 on complementary and supplementary angles. So on page 3 we talked about what complementary and supplementary angles are, and we drew a couple pictures as well as how to find the missing angle very generically. So go ahead and pause this video until you have this title written at the top of your screen. We're going to do a couple example problems together. So here is number 1, and it says name the relationship as complementary or supplementary. So I'm just going to pull this side by side with my notebook and copy the image into my notes and be able to answer if it's complementary or supplementary. So number 1 is an angle that looks like this. And it has a diagonal that comes through this way, and it has A and B, and then in the corner it has it listed as a 90-degree angle. So if you remember when two angles add to make 90 degrees, that is an example of a complementary angle. So I'm going to write complementary. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is the same type of question, but it's a different diagram. So it has a line that goes left and right, and a diagonal that comes up like this. This is labeled A, and this one is labeled B. And this makes a straight line. A straight line is 180 degrees, so a 180-degree angle would be supplementary. All right, I'm not going to write the next 2 down in my book, but I'm going to show them, and let's see if we can get them right. Number 3 says name the relationship as complementary or supplementary. It's a straight line, A and B. A straight line is 180 degrees, so this would be what kind of angle? Complementary or supplementary? If you said supplementary, you are correct. And number 4, we have a 90-degree angle with a diagonal. B is up top, A is down below. What would the relationship be? Complementary or supplementary? If you said complementary, you are correct. All right, the next one is number 5, and this one doesn't ask us to name the relationship, but it says to find the measure of angle B. So I need to tell you how many degrees this angle is. So I am going to put this one in my notebook so I have an example to come back to. All right, I'm not the best artist, but I'm going to give it a go. So it's something like this, and it has a diagonal right here, and this is B, and the top angle is 53 degrees. And then it has a 90-degree marking actually outside, but if the one on the outside is 90 degrees, the one on the inside is also 90 degrees. So then I can just put a marking here as well. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so we can see this one a little bit better. So the relationship is complementary because these two angles, when added together, make 90 degrees, and that's the definition of complementary. So my equation is 53 plus B equals 90 degrees. This is a one-step equation that we did over before break, and so if I want to solve for B, I just put my pencil over B and I say, oh, what's on the same side of the equal sign as B? And I say, oh, it's 53. Yeah, okay. So I need to get rid of that 53. So to get rid of that 53, it's a positive 53, so I'm going to minus 53 from the left and minus 53 from the right. If you need a calculator, ask Ms. Scout for one or use your device to Google one, but 90 minus 53 is 37 degrees. So this angle is 37 degrees. I need to check it to make sure. 53 plus 37, 0, carry the 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 90. Yep. So these two angles, and 53 and 37 make 90, so measure B is 37. All right, let's do a couple more. Number 6. So this is a straight line, left and right, with a diagonal coming out like this. This is B, and this is 23. All right, so these two angles combined make a straight line, and a straight line is 180 degrees. So that's the definition of supplementary. So 23 degrees plus b equals 180 degrees. If I want to solve for b, I just get rid of the number that's on the same side of the equal sign, which is 23. And so I'm going to minus 23 from the left and minus 23 from the right. That leaves me with b equaling 157 degrees. Okay, I'm going to check it. 157 plus 23. 0, carry a 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 1. Nice. So angle B is 157 degrees. Now some of you are going to say, Ms. Gafford, I already know this. I can just do 90 minus 53, or I can just do 180 minus 23. And that's correct. You are correct. However, as these equations get a little bit more complicated, it's always nice to have a strategy to fall back on. So this is the strategy I fall back on, is by writing the equations. All right, so number 7, instead of drawing the picture, because I have a couple examples with a picture, I'm just going to write the equation. So number 7 is a 90-degree angle, so that means b plus 42 equals 90. I'm going to solve for b. It's being added by 42, so I'm going to minus 42 from the left. I'm going to minus 42 from the right. That leaves me with b equals 48. And I should check it. I should take my 48 and add it to 42 and get 90 degrees. Woohoo! All right. All right, let's do one more. Number 8. I'm just going to do it right next to it, running out of a little bit of room. Again, I'm not going to draw the picture, but I can see that these two angles together make 180 degrees. So my equation is 132 plus b equals 180 degrees. It doesn't matter if the b is on the inside of the equation or if it's on the outside, like on number 7. If we want to isolate b, you just cover it and say, oh, 132 is next to it. I'm going to minus 132 from both sides. And I get b equals 48. Hey, this one was 48 as well. But remember, if I go back to number 7, this was a complementary angle, so they only made up 90. This one's a supplementary angle, so the 48 will still be the same size, but this made 180 total, and this one, number 7, made 90. So when I add it to 132, I want to make sure I equal 180 like I said I would. Yep, all right. So that is how we solve equations with complementary and supplementary angles. There is a practice Google form, so please go ahead and change the square to a checkbox that you watch this video and move on to the Google form.